Push. Watch out for them moving pictures, yeah? AP Productions, yeah? Deesharp on the mic. Yo. I feel like he was all thinking I was taking a break from music, but with a talent like the one I possess, why the fuck when I use it? This physical connection I've got, it's impossible to lose it. And if you think I'm done with this game cause I'm not active, then you're stupid. I spit with so much passion and love, I'm practically Cupid. See you jumping to conclusions, so I'm here to conclude it. I've been in the studio actually practicing my music, so don't get moody bro, it's nothing personal, I do this. I was gonna make this round to tell you how I've been feeling, till I scrolled from my Insta and realised it was you that needed healing. I've already told you once, but now the truth is revealing. Every time I feel the script I blow this booth to the ceiling. The shit is running through my body, it's all that's keep me breathing. But I'm about to throw a wobbly cause of the fake shit I keep hearing. You can't just write some lyrics down to try and make it more appealing. That's the difference between us, is I'm a rapper with a meaning. Can't spit that demon name again. Lyrics my things they're made of them. I'm totally insane, I'll break my pens. We're smoking a rain, I'll bake them tens. I'm up in the game and I'm high in my ends. Don't talk about bars like I ain't got them. Sticking my dick in this man was 10. Better this is than half of them. Thank God for this gift and a park pen. I got a pad and a mix, I'm charging it. The tag goes sick when I begin. It's that deal on the mic, yes, part of him. I'm literally a body part of his is connected through his arteries. Always in the boost with the harmony. You know the same shit Bob Marley did when I'm rhyming a fan in peace, but I can't rap when I'm not happy. So keep your judgments to yourself, don't fucking personally attack me. I'm Deesharp, I'm 1 in a million verbally, you know that's a fact. So much style and charisma, it's like I'm fresh out the factory. I do this on my ones, don't give a fuck if you back me. Got that electrical brand, they might as well be calling me Hitachi. This rapper's uncontainable, so give up trying to catch me. Been trying to explain to you, but can't explain exactly.
No, that's recording.
I try not to laugh too much, or I'm going to end up coughing everywhere. Like, this man's got COVID.
And you start smoking.
Yeah, innit? Actually, that's a good excuse.
I actually think that actually maybe that's something the intro actually in the podcast.
What's that?
Yeah, I do the intro like pre-record the intro and do it before the podcast starts. But I might actually do it in the podcast now.
We need that phone then, isn't it? Nice, you'll have a bang up or something.
What do you need?
Back downstairs. Sound installation.
That'll be good. If I can't find it, will book be alright?
It'll be a bit better, yeah. Oh wait, Aaron, it's here. How's he going?
Yo, Aaron.
You can't listen for 5 seconds. Professional.
Very highly.
Did 3 years of college to figure this out.
3 years of college.
Yeah. 3 years of college just to figure out how to
Put some
turn on.
fucking foam under your mic, mate.
We'll do a sound test. Alright, I'm Aaron Thompson. Like Skittles.
Giant ones.
Yeah. And
Young boys that like cigars.
Alright.
did shout you as soon as you walked through
Not-
the door, but you
Not
didn't.
me, but like
I'm
him.
deaf now.
Dedication.
I'm actually deaf.
Mm.
I'll be hosting. I mean, this is the power. This is what Peter usually says.
I like Skittles.
Giant ones.
And
Young boys that
Please.
like cigars.
that could be your intro. Okay.
Like the artist here.
What are you going on today? Your actual name or rapper's name?
Deesharp, mate.
Deesharp.
That is his actual name.
Yeah.
Not Adam.
One of the guys, Adam.
I don't think it's a sensitive side.
Fucking sensitive side. DG. I'm a
So,
nice, sensitive person.
I'll keep the eye on battery stuff.
Are we actually going now? We're actually recording. I actually don't know what to do. Yeah, since I've done this
You've not ridden a bike
in
in a while.
such a long time. Alright, let's go straight from the beginning.
What, you went on holiday? Were you missing it? What do you mean you're not ridden a bike in a while?
No, but I've been in here. This is the thing. I was thinking,
Don't get it, don't
should I actually intro now in the thing?
you rode that bike, didn't you, when you was on holiday, surely.
That's what I was saying.
Surely.
You know, I was saying, oh, we didn't want to talk to anybody. That's why. But yeah.
What, not even your missus now? Hold on a minute.
Excuse me, Aaron.
Let's flip this interview. What do you do on holiday, bro?
Honestly, we just made a mistake in the room.
Is it, yeah? Really, yeah.
Seriously.
Fair play, man. What, just munching and chilling?
You did a jazz.
We actually, you know, I said that I'm gonna go and get absolutely hammered every single day. Didn't drink once.
Was it?
Yeah.
Not one.
We went to the bar and it was just like a load of like, I don't know if I can say it, like a load of
Expats.
not people you want to drink with. Just off their head.
That could be nice, didn't it?
Yo, shut that door. Both of them doors, isn't it?
So what do you think I should do? Do you think I should put the intro in this bit? He's gone. I'll talk to you. Put the intro in this bit, or do you think I should do a voiceover?
Do a voice over, man.
Easier.
Yeah, you can script it then,
So
can't you?
I don't look at the camera now and go, oh, we're joining. Shot.
Cut that out.
You want some skills?
Yeah, do a skill.
Anyway,
That'll do, well. Now,
What
giant,
skills?
isn't it?
Not fair.
Alright,
What?
so
What?
Not a fan of skill.
that's going to be seed inducing podcast.
You alright? You sure?
Alright, let's go to
You
the.
don't have skills.
I'm more of a chocolate guy.
Oh, yeah.
What sort of chocolate?
Call it Galaxy. Galaxy's pretty good.
Galaxy or Dairy Milk?
Dairy Milk's good. Classic. Got a rep UK.
Are you in
Right,
the shop?
is it a
Milk,
UK?
Milka's pretty good.
Is Dairy Milk a UK based product, is it?
Well, used to be. Now it's made
Is it?
by American companies. Yeah, America bought our dairy milk factories and ruined it. Classic.
Did they? Fucking yes.
Alright.
We do everything better than them anyway, don't we? Just on a smaller scale.
Yeah, of course.
That's why it's better. Well, we can build better cars than them as well.
Let's go to the beginning, right? The beginning of your history.
Of my history.
Your history. Right. When did you first get into rap?
Oh. About 17 years ago. No, hold on. 20 years ago. 20 years.
Did you get into it from like a song? Did you hear like one song and you're like, alright, this is really cool, I'm going to try and do this now?
No, just in the kitchen in my dad's place, just working, and I just started writing some lyrics, to be honest with you, hearing some beats on the radio, just putting it to like, you know, bit of commercial beats and that.
You still write on paper, which I actually really admire. I think if you write on a computer, it's just not the same. Because the words don't sound that right, you know.
I mean, I struggle to do that just out of pure attention span of a 5-year-old or something. So actually looking into a screen is, for me, it's tiring. I think pen and pad, I can just get my head down, a few beats, you know, scribble it out. Sometimes only writing like 5 lines in a few hours, isn't it? You know.
There's this thing I was talking to Peter about, right? Because I think I've got ADHD, and at first it's like it seems like a bad thing. It seems like it's going to cripple me, but I think it actually helps me do things faster. So you know, if I'm writing, I can't spell very well because I'm just not concentrating, but I can write really fast.
Yeah.
So I can write faster than, like, you know. When I used to work in an office, which I hated, I would type so fast. Have it done by like dinner time. It'll come back with a load of spelling mistakes, But so yeah, I'm generally starting to think that ADHD is actually like a superpower.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, I get it. I feel like I've got it a lot of the time, you know, especially
Have you
with I'm left-handed as well, so apparently your brain works a little bit differently to a right-handed person.
I've actually heard that because aren't we all like programmed to like use our right hand?
So when I'm writing words, I'll put the letters from the word, sort of 2-3 words in front. So I'll mix them up with the word that I'm supposed to be writing. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I
Because
do.
I'm already thinking about what's in front.
I do that constantly
Quite a
when
lot.
I'm writing, and then I'm making all these typos. I know, and even when I'm reading it back, I notice that I read it how it's meant to be, and I totally blank that I've totally.
Yeah,
fucked it
of
up,
course.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I used to write left-handed until my mum changed it. I don't know why. I think it was that superstition of like religion or something. She's not even religious. I don't know why she did that.
Who are your parents?
Yeah, my mum. I used to write left-handed as a baby or whatever.
I don't
She
think.
trained me to do right-handed.
Yeah, a lot of people done that in this area in the north, didn't they? You know, there's a lot of people like that got forced to even, you know, in the new era kind of thing. I think there's a lot of people that got trained to use their right hand still.
Apart from other things, the right hand.
You just went on.
Having a serious conversation. No, but another thing I'd like to notice, what I think you've got a bit of as well, is so I'll talk off myself now, and then you can play this onto you. But I never really wanted to get social media because that side of it annoys me a bit. Like the thing I'm trying to do, I don't feel is actually me. So everything what comes with it, like obviously the money side would be nice, but like the fame aspect of it, 'cause this is where it gets difficult. I want attention. I think anybody doing this wants attention, but I sort of reject that side of it. So that's why I've only just got social media now. That's why, you know, I struggle to accept sort of what I'm doing. Do you get any of this?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, like as you well know, I don't rap for anybody else but myself, innit? I rap whatever I want. I write down whatever I want. I'm thankful for anybody that does follow me, and I do have a little bit of following. You know, it's quite nice, but you know, they're not the ones that keep me going.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. When you leave the work, right, people take it, but even if you get praise of it, it's still not really. It's not really you. I don't know. I think I'm at a stage in my life now where I've got to decide whether I am this thing, so I've just got to do everything and whatever comes with it.
Yeah, of course.
So like, this is why I decided to get social media. I didn't want to get social media because I just didn't want. I generally just didn't want to blow up and then like people recognize me and hate all that shit. But now I'm starting to realise what I'm doing, I might have to do that. If you know what I mean. That's the game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, there's no way around it.
Sometimes it's not all about the quality, is it? Sometimes it's just about getting the work out there. You know, keep producing no matter what. You know, and I think that's really important. It don't matter. I don't care if you follow me. I don't care if you follow me, or you know, are a fan of mine. Like I don't really have many fans. I've got a few, you know, that always bang on it. You know, and regardless of whether they like a video or any of my music or whatever, I'm still gonna keep doing it because, like I say, I do it. You know, I wake up in the morning and ask my missus where my notepad is. It's the first thing I do every day. You know, I start my day. I rarely start my day without starting it with a rap song.
So are you thinking about when you go to sleep? When I go to sleep, I'm thinking about what creative thing I'm going to do tomorrow. Then I wake up and I hate myself. Every time I wake up in the morning.
And you don't do it.
Yeah. Every time I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I just do not like me. And then throughout the day, I start to like myself. And then by night, so about now, I'm like, you know what? I could actually do this. And then I go back to sleep, and then I'm like, next morning, I'm like,
See, I think it's quite different for me. I think it all starts in the shower every morning, don't it? quite a lot of the work. You know, I've got them beats playing all morning long, you know. So, yeah, definitely the morning for me. You know, I do like to get a minute of some lyrics down most mornings. Just wakes me up.
You're a night owl, like me. Like I'm programmed to go to bed about 6 a.m. but you can actually get up in the morning. I can't.
Yeah, man.
What's that about?
My dad.
What is like just disciplined you into it?
Yeah, just you know, always got taught just to get a job done no matter what. Get through whatever you've got to get through, and if you wanna be out with the boys till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, it don't matter. You still got to get up at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, no matter what, and get out and get your job done. Don't get me wrong, that took me years to actually master it though. Still, yeah.
So where's me? I set myself an alarm. I've even got an alarm now. What's my own voice? Tell me to get the fuck up. It goes, listen to me.
Maybe you need your dad's voice or my dad's voice. Do you want me to see if I can get
Yeah,
that
no.
voice?
Is it like a really like?
What, son?
I was like, wakes up in a sweat.
just like-
oh, yes sir.
To be fair,
Listen, you lazy cunt.
my mum could like wake me up really easy. When I was a kid, she'd just knock the door down and just be like, "Get up," and I'd be like, "Okay." But then when I got older, obviously I was like on myself then.
Did
On
she
my-
never use a wet, cold flannel on your face?
Yeah, no, she's poured water over me.
Yeah.
I went to school.
No, I'm well behaved. I've got that from.
So is that a disciplined childhood then?
Not so much a childhood. Obviously, I started working with my dad from a young age. So by the time I hit 15, you know, I'd moved out of his and got my own flat and was late for work every fucking day of my life because I was out partying every day as well. But I soon grew out of it. Obviously, you know.
What age do you think you started to grow up though?
I think a lot of people grow out of that sort of early 20s maybe. I was around 17, but I've been working a few years. I'd left school long before that, you know. So
I think.
so I grew out of it quite early because he called me a lazy cunt every single day of my life.
Is that still like ringing your head now? When
Of
you're
course, yeah. Now I talk to people the way he used to talk to me, and I'm like, fucking, I hate sounding like him, but fuck, he was right. Do you know what I mean?
No, I think you actually do. I think you actually do become your parents. Seriously. Like I spent like my whole from about 16 to like 21. I was trying to not be like my parents, and now I'm starting to adopt some of their things.
Yeah.
So I don't. So that's what I mean. It's like perspective's weird, man. It's like when you look at yourself when you was younger. It's like Peter knows this. Who I was when I was younger, I would have hated who I am now. But at the same time, I would have liked who I am.
Yeah.
Like I because I've managed to do everything what I wanted to do. Some things have worked out, some things haven't. But when I actually look back, like the mentality I had, I mean, I was a rebel. Like I didn't want to do anything. If you know what I mean. Now I've lost half of that, and now I'm actually like starting to realise I've actually got to like
Do
do
something.
things. That's why
something.
that's why you have social media. I'm like, I don't want to be like everybody else. I just what everybody else is doing, I just don't.
But what you do is based around social media. Isn't it?
I know that was always the problem. It was always like two things going against each other. I don't know how to talk to people. It's, you know, like comments on like, say if you like a comment on like YouTube or something like that. I don't know how to reply to that.
You don't have to.
I know, but there is that thing of like can you have an audience and not react with them?
I mean, nowadays people get away with just people that might interact just through the video, say, you know, acknowledge they
React
exist.
to the love, not to the hate, innit? It's
But-
easy, just react to the love. Thanks.
But the
bless
hate,
up, bless up, bless up. Like, so I'll react to it.
the hate sort of makes me laugh though, because the hate's always when anybody ever hates everything I've ever done, right? They've never watched it, I can tell, because they just pick some like thing to try and go for. Because I put all my vulnerabilities as like my strength. Anything that I suffer with, I'm like, this is what I suffer with. It's a bit of a shield. Anything you come at me about that, like, I don't care. I'll put it out there. So they're trying to attack that, and I can see what they're doing. I'm like, yeah, but that's not really me either. So to me, the hate, I sort of find it funny because it's so far from what I actually am. Like, if anybody's ever hated any of my stuff, it's like, because people be like, alright, you're trying to do this, you're trying to get your film to be a bit like that, and it's like, well, no, I wasn't. But if you want to think that, that's fine. So I try not to. So I guess in a way, I actually kind of do like the hate. But I always think, change it slightly. You should never go for the positive comments because it like blows your ego up, and you should never go to negative comments because it obviously puts your ego down. So you should just stay in the middle.
Yeah, but you've got to react, man. If you've got
Yeah,
fans,
you-
they want
you
to
gotta
see a
tell-
reaction, innit?
You got to like a genuine like because we got me and Sophia. We got like a little business thing. We got our first complaint today. We've sold like 200 products, and we got the first complaint back. And when it
Yeah,
when,
sorry about that. I just didn't know.
it's fear. When we actually got it right, it was a genuine complaint. Like the product what we sold, they just didn't want, and it was fair play, so we didn't feel bad because we're like it's like a legitimate reason why. Like it just didn't smell what it's. Cause we sell like these beauty products. It didn't smell like how she wanted to smell, and then it's we're refunded. That's fine, but it's people when they're trying things on what really pisses me off. Or I mean, they're trying to
Yeah, of course.
dig like a trench for you.
Yeah, if it's relevant, it's relevant, isn't it? If it's a fair comment, and it's a fair comment, isn't it? Like, but you can't let people complain if, or you can't even, rise to that occasion, really, can you? If it's not viable.
No, I think the best thing is just leave it unchecked. Like, if somebody's dishing out hate, because I think if you go at them, it's what they want, and you're never gonna win, because you're just gonna get into like a back and forth.
Yeah, nobody likes manager replies, do they?
No.
To a complaint, you know what I mean? Always read them ones, isn't it?
Have you ever got into like really bad spats in like the kitchens with somebody? Like, because it got in like really bad grudges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, I don't speak to my dad for one.
Is it based off that?
Well, yeah, obviously, like, always thank him for turning me into what he turned me into, work-wise, do you know what I mean? But still two different people, innit? You know, he's like completely different to me, innit? In a way of just the way we live, everything, you know. I sit and smoke a joint, that man would never even fucking dream of going near one, you know what I'm saying? Just anything like that.
But
Music, everything, he never supported nothing like that.
You think that's just his discipline?
Just the way he was brought up, you know, in the East End of London back in the day, all 1970s, do you know what I mean? 60s, 70s. It's a different way of life then, isn't it? You know,
A lot of different
all
products.
walking around in suits and you know, all the time walking around in a suit. My old man still to this day.
As a suit.
Yeah.
No, it's kind of nice to
Old
like,
school,
using like a
old
suit.
school, yeah, old gangster kind of thing, you know. So not a gangster, but was in with the boys, you know. Back
That's
in the
not
day.
like code.
Yeah, man. Yeah, just you know. Unfortunately, it was in the days of blacks against whites, you know. So, which obviously he doesn't condone anymore, but he grew up in them sort of days in London, you know. So
Do you think like I think that generation's breaking a little bit now?
I think it is. I think it's really good. You know, I think maybe without getting into the politics side of things, I think because I mean I've never even come across a racist comment from another white man or anything like that. You know, or I've got a lot of black mates. You know, they're all good boys, all nice geezers. You know, so. I don't know any like real bad people or anything like that. White, black, Chinese, or whatever. You know, it don't matter. It don't matter where you're from to me. Like I've got a big community of Polish people, everything. You know, so all the boys we're all different, innit? We're all different. We're all the same.
That whole generation, I think, are actually starting to like. I genuinely think it's starting to change. Like even my own parents, they watch YouTube now. Like they're doing stuff what we're starting to do. I think it's all starting to slowly like merge.
Yeah. I think you know it is definitely the older generation that need to still open their minds a little bit and go with the times like we do, like you are with social media. It's just what it is, isn't it? And but it's also still always going to be an argument, ain't it? That's the problem. Unfortunately, there's going to be some sort of argument there. Don't matter what we do. Unfortunately. There's always going to be one motherfucker that ruins it for everyone.
But do you think we actually like that? I think there's like a part of us that actually kind of likes clashing against our odds.
What, as a race, you mean?
Yeah.
Right, likes a clash.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't like a clash? You know, we've all had a fucking rough and tumble, ain't we? So, but there's a time in life where it's just like some people just don't get bored quick enough to that, you know. Like back to your earlier question in the kitchen. I've had plenty of rucks in the kitchen with some fucking big, sweaty, scary chefs, you know. Yeah.
But I always try to tell people I've never worked in the kitchen. It's like if people are shouting at you in the kitchen, it can be a good thing. Like there's a lot of people get jobs in kitchens what aren't geared up to that world, and when they get like a chef shouting at them, or they don't really understand that it's just the pressure, like the intensity of the
Yeah. I mean, it taught me anybody that can't take a fucking beating in the kitchen don't deserve to be in there anyway. Really, because it taught me a good one, and like I say, I thank my dad for that every single day because so glad I didn't turn out like half of these little snowflakes in the kitchens these days. Yeah, I'm talking to you right now. I'm saying that you're all fucking snowflakes working your 40-hour weeks in your kitchens where you're weighing lettuce and shit. Fuck you. Fucking come and work in one of my bad boy kitchens, man. I'll fucking show you. Yeah. Come and do a 100-hour week with me, innit? Come and get in the grind with me in a proper kitchen.
But they think like it gets addictive now. Like working in the kitchen.
It gets a what?
Addictive.
Yeah, I mean I'm addicted to it. No. I'm addicted to it. I'm addicted to cooking though, innit? Like, I don't really think I'm addicted to being a chef.
Just to cooking.
Yeah, I think once you become addicted to being a chef and you spend fucking 120-hour weeks, 7 days weeks, 3 months solid in the kitchen for years of your life, then I think you stop becoming addicted and just realise that you don't have no time for any fucking thing else anyway.
That's what I mean. As soon as
and
you
you
start
can't
doing that,
learn anything else because you ain't got no time, you know. So it's quite important
to
just love it.
when I worked in kitchen salon for 2 years, I neglected every single part of my life. And so I miss that grind set, I miss that effort because I think it makes you a better person in a way. Because anything that comes at you, you can just deal with.
Yeah,
and I think it makes you more ambitious as well. Because I was getting crazy ideas working in kitchens, but then I had no time. So now I'm out of that game. I'm happy to have loads of time.
Of course, yeah.
But then I miss that, like having that mentality.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, I'm quite lucky because you get quiet points in the kitchen where you put some tunes on, write some lyrics and that, but still not enough time to practice and stuff, you know. So I think that's where the whole late night stuff comes in, and early mornings, you know. It's like the only time you get to practice is either 2 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock in the morning just before work, innit?
Well, can you actually like, if I was to go to bed at 6 a.m. and wake up at 10, I'd probably do it on the one off, but I'd be dead.
Wow.
Can you actually like,
Do that on a
can you actually function?
Yeah, can do that on a constant, yeah. 4 hours. 4 hours. I mean, obviously it's nothing to brag about, but if that's what you got to do what you love doing, then that's what you got to do, innit?
No, so that's what I'm starting to realise now. It's like what I want to do. If I throw myself into it, I think it will work. But because nobody's really doing it, it's hard to actually do. Like, you know what I mean? Like actually.
Well, we've got to be out here 20 hours a day.
There's no that.
It's a hustle. It don't matter what you fucking do as a hustle, is it?
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. It's your hustle. It's my hustle. Yeah, how many hustles have I got? 3 hustles. Yeah, 3 hustles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kitchen, rapping,
Miscellaneous.
and the other hustle, yeah.
It's a good thing that one thing is out of frame. After blow.
Yeah, man.
That's what I mean, but this
never diss another man's hustle because you never know another man's situation.
That's true.
Yeah, Bob Marley, not me, not Deesharp, not Deesharp, Bob Marley.
No, but I think that's the thing, right? I think our generation, we try to find ways out of it. We blame it on something else. I'm blaming shit all the time. The reason why I'm not working as hard as I once did. But at the end of the day, I think you've actually just got to put that work in.
Yeah, man.
And no matter what. It's
20 hours a day, like I say, man. There's no doubt about it. If you want something, you've got to keep working at it, ain't you? Like, I only ever wanted to be a head chef, so I worked up to become a head chef by the time I was 21. You know, that's all I wanted, just Still all I want in the kitchen.
Is that this repetition hours and hours and hours and hours?
Hours and hours and hours and hours, yeah. I mean, that was from working sort of 6-7 years in shitty kitchens on shitty wages until I finally hit 21 and I was like, the head chef that I was in the kitchen with walked out, boss walked in, he said, "You're in charge." So, well,
But do you think sometimes it's like a popularity contest? I think the problem here, so myself and a lot of other like people who are doing similar shit got ready to actually do something in the area, but the people who had the keys to let us all in to do our thing decided it was a popularity contest, and then they would decide who can do their thing and who can't. I think that's not to bring it down on things.
Why? You know, why? Why? Well, why do you think that? What? Because there's only certain people that get in.
No, because so like basically what was happening in this area in Doncaster, they were trying to like create an art scene. They were trying to like create an art festival, and there was maybe 20-30 people I think what actually were gonna like work towards it and actually do something. But then slowly that group became a small group of people, maybe 4 or 5 people, and everybody else sort of got excluded. It didn't go very well. I don't think, from what I'm like hearing behind the scenes, but I realized like I've got to kiss these people's ass to actually get, because I was supposed to be playing a film and I wanted to cut it in half. It's 30 minutes and I wanted to cut it to 15 minutes. And I started to, and there was no reason for that. I had time to show it.
Right.
So I was starting to realize, okay, they're trying to sabotage me. But I can't go at them because people are actually trying to work with them. And I'm not going to kiss their ass and go, "Oh yeah, cut my film in half." So that means you just get excluded. And I wasn't the only one. There was loads of other people. And then these people then obviously get to decide. So that's why this is why I'm actually for the internet now, because you can just create your own platform. And do
yeah, man, definitely. Yeah, I mean, at the same time, you know, let them knock you down, man. Go for it. Let them knock you down. Why not? Why not? Like, man, people I get asked me, "Oh, come and do a track with us," blah 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 blah, and then I fucking write the lyrics and then never hear nothing back from them. Do you know what I mean? Loads of it all the time. So what? Let them have it. Do whatever. Let them have it.
But do you think that?
Look, the thing is, you know, if you've got to kiss someone's ass, kiss their fucking ass. That's what I say. Act the champion before you're the champion. That's the only way, isn't it?
So you would say going for it?
Of course, yeah.
So do you think you should play?
Let's look at it like this, yeah. I can happily go out for a £400 meal. Can't afford it, but I'm going anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, so what? Go for it. Worry about it the next day.
So do you think you should like play mind games a little bit?
Yeah, go for it. Go with whatever they say. Yeah, no problem. Why not? Well, like, why not? Like, what? Where are you now?
But
where are you now?
No, but don't you think they could like? Yeah, but the thing is, right? I don't think there was ever an opportunity to actually succeed with them. And nobody who worked with them did succeed. So I think they were sabotaged from day one. You know what I mean? So I was more jumping ship. Then I was like, I don't want to associate. I know this is not going to work.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, even if you don't succeed with them, where are you now? Where are you now?
What, like,
in terms of success?
Well, honestly, in a weird part.
In a weird part.
I've come out of success, and then I've gone into like through COVID, whatever. So I'm in a really weird part of like I don't really know what I am.
So even if you don't succeed with them, you'll probably still be in that weird part. You get what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter. They're not going to make your success any harder by cutting a film in half, are they, or whatever. They're not going to do that. Like, all they're going to do is make you want to work harder if they do take it away from you, innit? Come at it harder, innit? Just do it anyway. If they fuck it,
that's actually what's happened.
Take it from under their feet, innit? Just take it.
Well, that's how I've actually managed to get as far in, because every time somebody in my life has actually fucked the thing I want to do, it's made me want to do it more. So that's like the thing. But I think in areas like this, where there's not really much media or much many places to actually show your art or whatever, I think people get away with anything here. Right. If that makes any sense. You know what I mean? In like a bigger city, I feel things would get checked. a little bit more. But I feel here people are just
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
taking the piss maybe a little bit.
Mm. Mm. I think it's a very dog eat dog anyway, isn't it? You know, it is yourself for yourself. That is the thing, isn't it? I think, you know, there's a very small community that actually would do anything for anyone, isn't there? Or help people left, right and centre and then fucking push you forward or whatever. I think it is mainly just down to the work rate, mate. Just your work rate. Keep at it and then keep pushing. That's what I'm doing.
No, I agree. I think the more stuff you actually create, I think it silences everybody else. They can't do anything, can they? It's like you've already made that thing.
Sometimes it's not even about. It's not always about loads of quality, is it? It's about, you know, like I say, the work rate. Boom, boom, boom. Get it posted. Get it on there. Get it done. Get it finished. You know. Get it. Boom. Keep posting. Keep going. Let people see your work. Keep it pushing. I think that is the most important part of it.
Do you think it's good to have lots of side hustles so like you can just switch from one to the other? Because I do that a lot. If like one thing isn't working, I've got to jump to something else, and then I'll come back to that when that situation's died down.
Yeah, I mean, just keep it all pushing. Like I say, don't jump from one hustle to another. Keep it all going all the time.
Because what I'm talking about now.
Constant, 20 hours a day, like I say, man. You can't. You want to win. You got to be on it. You can't miss anything in it. You got to be out there. You should be in there 15 hours on a fucking Saturday night, innit? Rather than or on a Saturday daytime or whatever, if you can.
But do you think you got to observe a little bit as well? Because what I'm doing now, I'm a step back from everybody in the area. I'm just watching what they do.
I think
just seeing.
I think a little step back is good. Yeah. Sometimes I take a couple of months of not posting and just watching, and you know what, like that's why I think it's good because with music, when I'm watching the music, seeing the devastation of some of the tracks these days makes me want to write more music, you know.
So that's it,
I think that's quite important.
That's where it all comes from. You look at somebody else and alright, I think I could do a little bit better, and then you do, and then it usually is better, and that's it. I think you should keep going.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, you've seen yourself all of the improvements I've been making over the past few months. So just next level stuff, innit? You know, compared to a few years ago or whatever. I've actually, because of COVID, because of lockdown, you know, it's helped me. I've thrived off it. I've grown from COVID, you know, big time.
I think I've got a lot of benefits from COVID as well. I've definitely started to realise things like, so I was always like, it was always put in my head that I always should have a job with this fixed income. And then through COVID, I was making money off various things. I was like, I can just make enough money just to survive right now and carry on doing what I'm doing. And that's sort of the thing COVID's taught me. Because nobody else is going to take that risk, are they? Not like...
You've got to be in it, haven't you? You've got to be in it. You've got to be. That's the only way, innit? It's like trying to get a show booked or whatever for rappers, you know. If I'm not trying, what's the point? What's the point in recording this podcast right now if you're not going to carry on trying? You know, what's the point in going to college for 3 years to do this shit if you're not going to carry on trying? You've got to keep pushing no matter what.
The hard thing is, because it's like a moral thing, it's like, so, me and Peter obviously grew up here, so we have some sort of like heart for the area, because like when we grew up. But there's this thing where we cross this line, so we're doing this podcast, okay, we're not really getting any help from anybody else, apart from it's only us who've done the podcast here, and that's the problem with this area. It's very hard to get help, and it's very hard to like get to the next thing. So there's always more aspect of like, sometimes I feel like I'm just using things in the area just for my advantage, which I sort of am.
Yeah.
But I think it's what you need.
Of course, yeah. I mean, especially in your hometown, you know. That's one thing I miss about living up here, especially. Things were easier, you know, back home. So, but use it. That's what it's for. You know, use it to your advantage. You know people, you know the area. There ain't much you don't know about this area, is there? Between the two of you, you know.
But the problem is, so like the rap group who hang out up here, they got booked for a gig, and they were telling me they got 25 quid between them. I think that was split like 6 or 7 ways or something like that. So there's just no like, there's nothing in the area. There's no like
incentive to actually do it.
And well, there is actually money, but it just disappears.
I just, you know, I thought we weren't talking about money.
No, do you think you should work in the area, but then have your sites elsewhere?
I don't know why you don't widen your horizon. Yeah, like, look, I got a drum and bass producer in Brazil, who I done a tune with, and it's big in Brazil. You know, it's played on a lot of the drum and bass stations, everything over in Brazil. So, look how far that is. Never even met the guy. You know, we've done a nice track together. It's played quite a lot. It's got a good following. You know, so. It don't matter where you go, does it? You know, again, that's what social media is for, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
well, that's why I've got it for protection, you know. I've generally got it for
and
protection.
how many Northerners now are rapping? You know, you want to do some music videos and bits like that. Get on these Northern rappers. You've only got to ask them, can we come and do a music video for you? They'll say yes. And there's loads of them. There's loads of like young uns out there that are bashing out loads of music videos, especially Northerners. Loads of Donny boys.
Yeah, I think that's
rappers in Donny.
I think that's the training you want to be on, because these people are eventually going to be people that are in charge of them.
Yeah, man.
They're gonna be,
Manchester, all the grime scene is killing it, man.
have you seen
Birmingham, everywhere, all killing it.
Have you seen that Parish video got leaked? Peter showed me it, where it's like a council meeting in like a parish, and they're all talking, and it's one of the most so these people are like 70 years old, but they're acting like children. So I think when that generation disappears, I think things are gonna get a bit easier.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Yeah, I think there's a big block on the world at the minute, isn't there? And I think there's a lot of people in the wrong places right now. You know, on their high horses, ain't there? In these meetings and stuff that are just making these decisions, like not considering no other fucker in the world.
Wait, it's like how these people got there, because they're not intelligent.
Well, they're farmers, ain't they? Most of them. Yeah, most of them are fucking farmers, ain't they? Yeah, aren't they? Just fucking. I mean, look at what's his name? Fucking Boris Johnson. Yeah, look at him, man. What was he?
Cup of tea.
What was he? He was born in America, wasn't he?
Is that true?
I think he was born in America or lived in America for most of his young life. Yeah.
I know he went to school.
And then grew up on a farm in this country. He's a farmer. They're all fucking farmers.
I always look at Peter for answers, because
Boris Johnson.
To be fair to Peter, you do know quite a lot of facts about shit.
Useless fact.
that's why I was asking. No, because Peter actually showed me the parish counselling as well.
Yeah, it's just comical. It's just a bunch of old people arguing like, oh,
Of
you
course,
can't
yeah.
do that. And then it's
Yeah.
like, well.
Farmers. It's a bunch of fucking farmers.
And it is from like Cornwall or something.
You
as
know,
well.
they think they're fucking politicians. Bollocks, mate. Bollocks. The real politicians of this world are the rap artists.
I agree.
I believe.
I think you're right. I think you're the writers as well.
You know, let's look at people like Low Key, Akala. They do more for this fucking country than what half of them other fuckers
The
do.
people have real power, and they don't even. Well, they might know it or not. Either way, but for better or for worse, the people with real power, the people who the public want to listen to, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
And people want to listen to the artists.
Mike Righteous as well is another one. People should really pay attention to Mike Righteous. Is for me a very, very my favourite rapper in the world. You know, Mike Righteous. So I'm always going to stand by his views. Like I say, Low Key as well. He's doing some amazing stuff right now. So I definitely think that people with higher power in this world right now are people that shouldn't have higher power. And I think as a race, that's definitely something we need to look into and stand up to.
It's crazy because the people in power, like they don't know how to use it at all, and it's so I know there's gonna be people who are gonna say, oh, well, it's more complicated than that, but like. I remember asking in primary school, it might seem like it is a childish question, but I asked my teacher, why is it so hard to like clean up the planet, for example? Like, why can't we all just agree to stop polluting and like clean it all up? Like, make sure it's all, everyone gets their pay or it's free, and then people say, and then I remember the teacher saying, oh, well, it's more complicated than that because of course people have to be paid and fed and so, yeah, but why can't we all make that, like, whoever's like a part of that system, take care of them and just clean it up? Like,
Because there's too many politicians
Yeah,
earning
right.
too much money.
yeah.
That's what it comes down to, isn't it?
And it's so frustrating because it's like, yeah, but they could just be making that kind of money doing the right thing as well.
Of
But
course,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
They don't.
Oh,
They don't want to spend any
we need to
time.
do this, we need to do that. Hold on a minute. How many millions have you got in your account right now? Why don't you put some into that?
That's what I mean.
mate?
The solution's obvious. It's like what I'm talking about in this in Doncaster here, right? So JXG, people are talking about when they played the Leopard, which is just down there.
boys.
I can talk to Peter. Right, they played the Leopard. They they sold out, didn't they? They sold Leopard out. They brought all their own people in, and then
Well, they're playing tomorrow, so can that buy?
yeah, we'll try and get to that again. Have you got tomorrow off?
It's the 30th. Oh, it's tonight.
Oh.
Walk over.
Yeah,
I've got the weekend off.
No, you told me.
We should walk over and actually see if we can hear them.
But yeah, they sold the thing out and then they made 25 quid. Like, looking at it. And then they're not going to want to play there because they're not making enough money to play there because they don't have the time. And that's the problem.
Another thing is, I might save this for when he gets back, but a certain view advert, I keep saying, we've seen it, where it's a bunch of young people talking to the public about changing our pollution standards. And it's like, yeah, but
Who's saying we've seen it?
Hmm?
Who's saying we've seen it?
us,
Us.
from View Cinema,
Oh yeah.
basically there's this advert in View they're playing before the films, where it's a bunch of kids saying to the public, to us, who are just trying to enjoy the film, why aren't you doing anything about the climate and stuff like that? Well, because we're not the ones to do it. Like, realistically, it's all the big, huge companies, like huge factories and stuff.
Well,
That's like 90% of the emissions right there.
that's what I'm trying to say about this Doncaster thing, right? I don't have any power in the area to have this money to influence people. They do, and what they're trying to do should be fairly simple. All you do is give people platforms and then you let them thrive. That's it. But it's just so massively complicated, and it doesn't need to be complicated. And it's only areas that I feel people take the mess, and I'm just gonna throw Sophia into here. She has like.
Sorry. Just
Just hold that for it.
Just hold that for a minute. No, I can't find it. Go on. I was just going to put a bit back. Sorry.
What's it talking about?
Making it complicated in the area to do it.
Yeah. So it just attracts all these people what have never made it. It attracts these like bosses what are on the back end of their life, and then they just take advantage of the area and then mess it up for everybody else. So it's like a trap system.
Well, it's also that classic mentality of like, I mean, all of us are sort of guilty of it in a way, but it's just like on a larger scale with politics and stuff. But every older generation looks down on the next generation and says, well, we can't make it easier for them because it wasn't easy for us. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, there's
So they're like, fuck it up for the next generation.
There's not jealousy involved, but jealousy is stupid because if we succeed, they're gonna succeed as well. Like they don't see it as like, for example, if somebody was to give me, I don't know, so much money to do something and I did something and it succeeds, it's their success as well.
I think it's just all people are just threatened.
Let's put it down like this though. If these people, this older generation of people can't even go with our times, then how the fuck are we going to rely on them to save our world?
No.
You know,
Well,
like-
that's what I'm saying. We don't need to like start playing around the back and thinking of like a new way. Because like, when Ross retirement age now, like 65 or something stupid. No chance, is there? There's no chance for a generation retiring.
It's not
No.
right.
Right.
So
Well, Arthur's
It
don't
is
even
not.
make it there anyway, isn't it?
yeah.
Is Peter there?
Peter,
He's Russian.
wrap up thing.
Oh, he's Russian. Sorry, Peter.
We'll have to talk faster.
We're gonna go to Leopard and see JXG perform.
No, sorry, not tonight. JXG watched his back.
GHD. It's a hair straighteners, isn't it?
Why the fuck did you do this?
What?
It's comical. Stupid.
He
That's
pulled
a-
that out of his bag,
That's a proper bottle
out of
of
his
water.
hat.
That was ass.
Is that it then?
I just needed a sip, you know.
We're wrapping up.
Are we wrapping it up?
Yeah.
That's it.
Sign off.
We've got anything else you want to talk about?
Well, we can save it for another day.
Sounds like we need to cut a couple of bits out there, don't we? Oh, fuck, sorry.
No, we can save it for another day. But yeah, cheers for doing that. Wait. Is this 20th episode now? it's our thing.
Should we have a 20th episode song?
I think it is, isn't it? Or is it 19th?
You tell me, class.
So 19th or 20th. So yeah, cheers for doing this.
Up till then. I'll let you guys sign off. When I'm back, I'll tell you.
I don't think it's important that we've done 20 episodes, but it just feels kind of good that we've actually done 20.
Yeah, man.
They always think, we also record, but they always think it's like after a podcast what people actually really talk about is more interesting.
Yeah, man.
You know, like we were talking a minute ago, we're obviously acting a little bit, but then once it's switched off,
Yeah,
we
it's
go back to watch it.
natural. Yeah,
It's more interesting. Isn't it?
It is, yeah.
We're looking for.
Just a little beat, put a minute over it, shall we? Is that
Download
recording?
your
Mate?
favourite podcast
That's still
and listen
recording, yeah?
uninterrupted.
Is it?
Try YouTube
We're
Premium
wrapping
Plus.
up.
This world
Yeah.
is such a, and when I say this world, I mean
Push.
in an ideal sense. I mean in every day, every little thing. Such a gimme. Everybody's back off. You know, like everybody's like.
Watch out for them moving pictures, yeah? AP Productions, yeah? Deesharp on the mic. Yo. I feel like he was all thinking I was taking a break from music. But with a talent like the one I possess, by the fact when I use it, this physical connection I've got, it's impossible to lose it. And if you think I'm done with this game cause I'm not active, then you're stupid. I spit with so much passion and love, I'm practically Cupid. See you jumping to conclusions, so I'm here to conclude it. I've been in the studio actually practicing my music, so don't get moody, bro, it's nothing personal, I do this. I was gonna make this round to tell you how I've been feeling. Till I scrolled from the Insta and realised it was you that needed healing. I've already told you once, but now the truth is revealing. Every time I flip them a spit, I blow this booth to the ceiling. The shit is running through my body, it's all that's keep me breathing. But I'm about to throw a wobbly cause of the fake shit I keep hearing. You can't just write some lyrics down to try and make it more appealing. That's the difference between us, is I'm a rapper with a meaning. Can't spit that deep, your name again. Next my things, they're made of them. I'm totally insane, I'll break my pens. We're smoking a rain, I'll bake them tens. I'm up in the game and I'm high in my ends. Don't talk about bars like I ain't got them. Sticking my dick in this man was 10. Better this is than after then. Thank God for this gift of the park pen. I got a pad and it makes no charging then. The cat got sick, went up again. It's that deal on the mic, yeah, it's part of him. I mean, literally body part of his is connected through his arteries. Always in the boost, but the harmony. You know the same shit Bob Marley did. When I rhyme and I find a piece, but I can't rap and I'm not happy. So keep your judgments to yourself, don't fucking personally attack me. I'm Deesharp, I'm 1 in a million verbally. You know that's a fact, G. So much style and charisma, it's like I'm fresh out the factory. I do this on my ones, don't give a fuck if you back me. Got that electrical brand and might as well be calling me Hitachi. This rapper's uncontainable, so give up trying to catch me. Been trying to explain to you, but can't explain exactly.
Yes.
Fire in the booth!
That's the best way to wrap up.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Right.
Alright, so it's one day in the White Horse.
So, we know this guy, yeah? So, been ignorant to me ever since the day I met him. And obviously, I know everybody from the other pub. So I walked in the White Horse. And as you first walk in, there's a little high table that sits next to the sort of wooden frame,
I know what you mean.
just before the bar. And then they've got all that table there as well. So it's always full up, isn't it? So obviously said hello to everybody. Shook around, not seen him in a little while. Even he was sat with 2 other geezers on the table, and I've even shook their hands. Just didn't even fucking look at him. Just walked straight to the bar, shook everybody's hand, just walked straight past him. I think the fact that he don't like me
It's based off that.
is based. Well, no, I've done it because he's never liked me. You know, so he doesn't talk to me. So he's always been ignorant to me.
Do you think he judges your first?
So I just fucking showed him how it is back, you know?
Do you think he judges your first impressions?
I think so, yeah.
I'm kind of scared now, to be honest. I don't think he'll like me. He's not gonna like me. He's not like you. He's not gonna like me.
Well, they don't fucking like anyone, but he especially has not liked me, but I've never even really had a full-on conversation with the guy. I apart from always just try to give him business. No, it's not like I've fucking been horrible to him or whatever in the past.
Have you actually done business with him?
No, the only time I've ever got into an MOT one of my cars is when I've got somebody else to send the car in for me.
I guess I'll find out then. To be continued. I'll say next week if he likes me or not. I don't think he will. If he doesn't like you, he's not gonna like me.
You might like me.
Someone's got it.
Yeah, someone's gonna like me.
What if there's somebody out there who nobody likes?
What, just nobody at all?
Your mom.
Probably Hitler.
No, I like her.
Probably Hitler. Be careful.
What?
Probably Hitler.
He started it.
Nobody liked
You
Hitler.
blame me. Yeah, who? Hitler? A few people did, didn't they?
Back in the day, but not anymore.
Why? I bet they
To
still.
be fair, there are some people
believers.
still worship Hitler, aren't there?
Yeah, of course.
White supremacists.
Yeah, KKK basically.
Alright, so that's wrong again. There's gotta be something that nobody likes.
Well, he basically started. That's what the fucking signs all about, isn't it? That Nazi fucking bollocks. Come on, what's it called?
Swastika.
Swastika, yeah. Well, it's his name, isn't it?
Yeah, that probably true.
Right.
We just finished the show over at Left.
He's not doing it.
It's not like you was having a show.
Let me
come down.
You should have interrupted me.
11 o'clock, I was like, oh, let's go. It's like, oh yeah, I think it finishes at 11.
Yeah, please,
Yeah, as soon as we realised, oh shit.
Yeah, well, you missed out.
It was a
Yeah.
fucking
Showers.
night, boys. Can't lie to you.
We sold out and everything, didn't we? The tickets sold out, not everyone turned up,
It was about
but we had 100
60
tickets available and all tickets
Yeah.
went, so
That's great.
the people had the intent, but they just didn't show up.
Wow, what's this fucking night?
Sell out to sell out, man.
Doesn't matter, mate. What you got to think is next time when we're charging for the tickets and
Please.
they don't turn up, we've still got the money.
Level girls.
I should, yeah. I suppose you can't carry around so can you?
There's levels.
Aaron's,
We're
Aaron? Proud of himself every day.
What
think I need jeans on for town or what?
We was going to do some
listen to you, mate. I would, but I'm
You're
off.
good.
No, go now. Yeah, we're off now. Happy birthday, bro.
Oh, bro, don't. I paused it, so it's only going on like fucking pauses, get this over.
It was just like, oh, it started going off and I was just like, ah. Oh, it's video.
What a day.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, you see it.
Hello. GSD approved this message.
Yeah, man.
Alright, we're in, boys, we're in.
Is it alright we was leaving?
He did one earlier, but then he started telling a really cool story.
I've watched.
Yeah.
I've watched our one.
Yeah.
Where I'm just drunken, rowdy mess. Loud as fuck. Like the first half an hour is really calm, and then I come in, it gets a bit lively, and then the last hour is just mad with it. Have we got any of that vodka?
That's life, though.
I think we left it there.
Oh, you got it down there
Pardon?
in the bag.
That's life.
So we put it in the shop, please.
Sorry, boys.
What do you think?
No more alcohol with us.
What do you reckon?
Nice. Yeah. You guys want some cigars?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I like it.
Cigars?
Okay.
I'm good.
I might take one if that's okay.
You got it,
Is
haven't you?
that alright? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, boyo!
It's only chocolate.
Yeah, well, that's
Right,
right.
that chocolate
Safe, man. Thank you.
It's
My little
nice as
present
well,
for
actually.
performing in that, you know what I mean?
They're smooth, they're smooth. Real smooth.
What's up?
Great.
What's up?
Yeah, I mean, I'm off home anyway,
Yeah,
because I'm
we're
fucking...
getting going.
Been in town since like 10 o'clock today, so safe.
Oh, wait.
We'll have to all live up
Lewis, guess where I've got a job at now?
Where?
TK Maxx.
Have you? I left in August. TK Maxx in town?
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Yeah, why did you guys text us when you were playing? We only found out like last, like, you know when you played last time? Oh,
Yeah.
We found out like the day before.
Yeah, we'll have to let you know properly. I mean, we'll come up and we all need to meet up and do something proper.
Mm.
Because now that we've done this event, our plan is, I know we said this last time, but we're actually going to chill out for a bit this time.
Mm.
We've got an event in December maybe, and then we're going to be registered as a business and stuff by then. So
Yeah.
we can all have a proper chat. Bring you down, bring you two down. We'll have a good talk and see what we can do moving forward.
Sounds
Hey,
good.
boys. Nice seeing you all.
I'll have to show you some of my normal work.
Yeah, definitely. I loved what I seen last time. I loved what I seen last time, so we need to see something proper.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah.
See you in a bit, boys. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Safe, lad.
good.
Yeah, I know. I knew you told me 2 weeks ago, but I can't exactly say. Oh, I didn't.
What's that?
I knew they were playing 2 weeks ago, but I forgot. I can't exactly say tonight. I forgot.
No, obviously, yeah.
You see what I mean?
Totally open.
No, like they're just not getting like pushed
Mm.
or like. I mean, they got to do their own work and shit like that. There's people who've got money, but they're just
Used
not.
to doing a
Like,
show. Where's my shows at?
this is what I mean. As I say, it might not actually be good to be on this at the moment because it's a fucking mess.
It's like a pit you fall in, hard to get back out.
Yeah, it's like you get tired of the shirt. Still recording. No, keep it. That's fair play. That's fair play.
Was it still recording? Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
That's fair play.
yeah. What? The fact that you knew they was playing 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Is that fair play? Is it?
Yeah, it's the truth, isn't it?
Cheers for being such a great supporter, mate. Oh, you know when when I book my first show, if I ever do, just make sure you fucking turn up. Like that's gonna be it. I'm gonna hold it against you.
And we're going to be sat here and you're going to be at leather. You come through.
Nah,
Like,
people-
hey boys, what are you doing?
Oh, Fuck yeah. You were supposed to be there, boys. I swear.
Filming. Filming. We didn't do it, but
Saturday
filming.
night instead.
Nah, I'm just trying a few changes this week in my life. That's all.
Smoke it. Scrag. I'm just for scrag now.
I'll be back on it again soon. Don't you worry.
Bit of scrag.
Oh, that's right.
Come on, should we go see if these boys want to jam or go downstairs or.
You want to say that?
More of these first.
Yeah, sure.
Just make sure the rest of these are alright for you.